Hello, good morning. I am my humble self, Chukwuka Obilago, and today I'll be taking you on a little training on Facebook and how you can use it to build relationship, prospect, and get people to see your opportunity and at the same time join you. And also how you're going to attract positive people to you so that iron sharpened iron. And the only way for you to sharpen yourself is to have people of same value, of same ambition, of same determination, and the same positive mind rapporting with you. So I'm gonna start with explaining the features, some of the features that are very important. I won't explain all the features, but I will explain most of the features that will help you in you know building your business. And most importantly, I'll stick on the things that you need for your business. This is very vital. Now, I'm going to explain, I will start explaining some few things to you. Now, this right here is my news feed. This is where I get updates of other people's posts, people who I follow, people who are my friends, you know, their messages, what they say, their content, what they share, you know, and by scrolling down, you see, looking at my own news feed, you see the kind of people I follow. Okay, now this is my news feed. All right, now outside the news feed, this place is for maybe people you know, friend request. Another better place you pay attention to is here. I increase this place because I'm focused on here. I don't want to do anything. I don't have to see people's updates or response to things. All I want to focus on is who is online. So here I get to scroll up and you can see I have about 86 persons online and should be close to 100 because this guy should be around close to 20, you know. And these are the people I can reach out to when I want to start, you know, building relationship. Now, before I go into that, let me explain another feature that is very important to you. If you're using a laptop, for example, I need you to look at this place. This is my own personal profile, so I'll go direct into that. Now, as you can see, this is my own profile. This is my own page. This is where all my activities showcase. This is what I call my timeline. Okay, because anything I post here shows on people's news feed, on my friends' news feed, on people who follow me on their news feed. Now, also, this is like a CV, your curriculum vitae, explaining who you are to your friends because they would like to check you out before they will do anything with you or before they get to build a relationship with you or maybe follow your business or follow your advice or whatever it is you do. Now, here you see here is what they call cover photo. Now, as you can see, this is a very memorable day in my life when I got married to my wife, Chiamaka Irene Chiedu. It was a very wonderful day in my life, April 2nd, still very memorable in my mind. Then here, right here, is my profile photo. I chose a professional photo. Okay, you can choose something different, it mustn't be like mine, but at least let it show that let it give you a professional look. It mustn't be very corporate, but at the same time, it has to speak volumes for you. Now, like I said, this is timeline. As you can see, this is about. These are your friends. You click here, you see the number of your friends. These are photos, things you posted on your timeline, and this is more. Okay, this includes videos, check-in, sport, movies, TV shows, books. I won't bother you with those ones, so don't pay attention to those ones. What I want you to pay attention is here on the surface. Now, this place I need you to pay attention to is your intro. This very place. This is different from this. Now, this is your intro. This explains who you are to people who log in, people who want to check you out and see who is this guy that is chatting me. Now you can see from my own description of myself, I'm a husband, I'm a father, a philanthropist, an entrepreneur, a problem solver, and a help partner. You can do the same for yourself. You can choose something different from mine. It mustn't be exactly like mine, but let it speak to you. Okay? Now, below this is like, how do I call it? This is your resume in terms of what school you went to, what jobs you've done. Okay? Why? Because this is how Facebook algorithm places you in contact. Here, right here, places you in contact with people you may know. Okay, places you in contact with people you may know. This is how they network people, so that if there's somebody who happens to go to the same school you go to, the person shows in your timeline or your newsfeed as people you may know. They'll prompt you to send a friend request to these guys, or maybe prompting them to send a friend request to you. Now, it's very important what you do here. As you can see from mine, okay, I have a total of 44 people following me. This is where I'm from, my marriage status, where I live, the school I went to, Redemption. You also see special science, secondary school I went to, the secondary school I went to, university, job experiences that I've worked at, till this point where I was self-employed, and under self-employed is where I describe what I do, that I'm a help partner. Okay, now that aside, the featured photos don't matter yet. The photos don't matter. Okay, this is a free friend list. It don't matter. What matters next is your timeline. What do you post? Okay, who do you share your you share the information on your timeline, your content. What is your content? This is very, very important, because a lot of us need to understand that what information, what content we put out, what information we put out determines the kind of friends we attract to ourselves. It determines the number of people who will send you friend requests and the kind of people that will send you friend requests. And because we are we're in a business whereby people are our assets, it's very important you attract the right kind of person to you. Let me say this: it's very important you attract the right kind of person to you, and it has to be a very positive person. It has to be a very positive person who will be open-minded enough to build relationship with you and look at your opportunity. So let me stroll and show you my activities. This was 3 hours ago. It was 9 minutes ago. Okay, 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. Wow, 3 hours ago. Okay, it's loading. As you can see, that's John Maxwell, Prince E here. Yeah, Prince E here. Victoria Tier, who is also a network marketing professional. Also, she always does live videos. There's Dan Johnson, there is Kesh Scott. Now, all these people have good content, all these people have quality content, all these people have what I call, inspiring, motivating, positive content, and you're free to share them to your friends. There's nothing wrong with sharing them with your friend. Feel free to share them with your friend. And most importantly, as you can see, I'm a very active person on Facebook, and that's why Facebook algorithm makes me visible to the public. They also make me visible more to my friends and also public, because this helped me increase my friend request, okay, from just 1,500 and something to having 2,000. and increasing, and more coming in by the day. Okay, and most importantly, this helps you too. This motivates you when you are online and when you read these things. But your job is not to focus on your timeline. Okay, why I'm emphasizing this is because this is like your dressing room, or not your dressing room. This is you appearing to the public. If you wanted to go out, definitely you'll be looking nice. Okay, you dress well, and you're dressing when you're dressed is the way you are addressed. It's very important also for your timeline for you to make sure that it's filled with positive stuff, so that people come to you because they want to learn. People come to you because your timeline is always filled with vital information for them to succeed. Okay, so now I've explained this, I'll go to a very important place that you need to pay attention to. See this icon here? This icon is the message icon. Now if I drop this, now this area is the chat area. Okay, you can see more people coming online. This is the chat area. I'll soon dive into work. Okay, this is the chat area. Now this here is the message icon. By clicking this, you'll see messages from people. Okay, both the ones I've read, basically all of them is read. It's very, very important you're able to do this. Now for you to see this fully, click on see all. Now why I'm explaining this to you, because this is where the magic lies. This is where I need you to spend time, not on your timeline. Conscious of your timeline, don't get carried away, because Facebook has a way of being addictive that you forget yourself and you spend your 1 hour, 2 hours trying to share things and respond to things. No, just make sure you do a minimum of 5 to 10 in a day. Most times I lose count because this is normal to me, but because I'm now self-aware of the fact that if I spend so much time, I'll lose interest in what I'm doing. So I make sure that I do what I have to do. Then when I want to be productive, I go to the message box. Now this is the message box. As you can see, there are a lot of messages open. Okay, there are a lot of messages open. And let me explain the features of this place. Now on this place, you can see message request, recent, which is the recent chats you have. Okay, now here you see message request. What happens here mostly is that people you don't know, okay, chat you up here. Okay, they are not your friends yet on Facebook, so their message request goes directly here on message request. Okay, so make sure, because most of your posts are public, you have to pay attention to this particular box, because some people respond to you and it gets stuck here and you don't see them because you're not aware of this. And I was able to convert someone who sent me a message since July or June to become a partner with me in my organization, because I looked at this column. Now let me look at this. This is Philip Ward, August 2016. 16th August. Okay, Chukwuka, are you a mailman to help you find members, helping me do a lot of multiple sitting instead of going through Facebook for trying to find out common ground, the copy overflow, blah blah blah. So he is basically prospecting me for his own business, trying to sell his own services to me. Okay, now this person also is also asking, are you an entrepreneur? Have you ever heard of Legal Shield? The company is exploding right now and we're making looking for people who will make extra income. And because I'm an active person on Facebook, because I'm now visible to the world, because they now know that I'm an entrepreneur, they try to reach out for me to now join their business, or their or join their business and build my network around them. Okay, now this is Kosi George. This was July 9. Okay, this person happens to he happens to have something he wants to share to me, and he's now directing me to his Facebook. So it's very important you pay attention to this. Now another place I need to pay attention to is more. Okay, now in more you have on red. So this is an easy way for you to now clicking on this button, it refreshes your chat to having your red messages first before the other ones. Now also have filtered. Let me click on filtered. Now filtered are some messages that look like spam. So what Facebook does is that they filter these messages so you don't have to doesn't have to pop out your listing unless you look and maybe there's someone here or that left you a vital message that you can reach out to, that you can go through what they sent to you. Like this lady here is Tara Boyd Robinson, and she is also prospecting me, same thing with Robert Langdon, okay, who was also prospecting me, and stuff like that. So you get to see this, okay. Then you also have archived. Archived is when you have some messages, maybe you've deleted them or Facebook archives them for you so that when you come by you go through them and see if it's something you want to still view or be a part of. So let me go back to recent. Okay, so as you can see, very important that you know this. Then also we also have on this chat box now, on this chat area, you can see discussion with Alas Lacher. You can see new message. I can type here because I click this button, so anytime I press enter it will send message. There's also a video calling icon here, but she's not you know she's unavailable for video calling. And you also have settings, so you can say opening chat. Now what I mean by chat is all these small boxes here. This is a chat box. Okay, you can see a number of them open. View photo in thread, archive, note conversation, delete conversation, block messages, report spam, no keyboard shortcut, and feedback. So why I'm explaining this to you is that it will guide you. Okay, it will guide you in terms of knowing what to do when you go to Facebook, so you don't get carried away by just liking content and sharing content. You also focus on what you want to do and get across to it. So the next video I'll show, okay, I'll share with you what I do when I reach out to people on Facebook. Okay, I reach out to people here. I happen to see a lot of people here. It's a Monday morning, but it seems like people are slow to getting down to business, so they spend a lot of time in the morning saying good morning, happy new week and stuff like that. So I'll jump right into it shortly, and make sure you listen to this over and over again so it guides you on what you are doing. Okay, I'll be right back with part 2 of Facebook prospecting, using Facebook to build your business.